Okay, so this is going to be a video on how to make frosting, how to make the cream cheese frosting that I put on. Um, it's a cream cheese lime frosting I made to put on top of the lime cake that I made earlier in the other video. So what I use is 2 packages of cream cheese. I have a third package, but I may not use. I use 2 packages of cream cheese, 2 sticks of butter, all which have been softened all the way to room temperature. I use about 4 to 6 cups, depending on how thick I want it to be, of confectioner sugar. I'm gonna use the juice of a lime. I have some additional lime juice that I may use some of it. Depends on what flavor, how limey it tastes to me. I have some lime zest, and I also have some lemon flavoring and also vanilla flavoring that I'll use as well. I have the crystallized lime. Depending on how lime it, but normally when I make it, it tastes limey enough without having to use that, because I never really used that before in frosting. So what I do first is I'm gonna cream together the butter and the cream cheese using a paddle attachment on the stand mixer. So usually when I make this frosting, I usually use 1 and 1. So I use 1 cup of frosting. I mean 1 cup of 1 package of cream cheese and 1 stick of butter. But I always normally try to double recipes when it comes to the frosting, so they'll go longer, stretch longer. Cause I use like a lot of frosting on my cake. So the key to making frosting, whenever you're starting out, you always want to make sure that everything is like completely at room temperature. Like it can't be like have no chill to it, because you're not gonna get like the right consistency if if any of the ingredients are chilled. And making the frosting is like really relatively easy. It's just like a few ingredients, but it's just knowing like what steps to add ingredients in. And normally when I'm making any like type of cream cheese frosting, you can use any type of cream cheese. It really doesn't matter. I normally try to use Philadelphia. Get out the kitchen. I normally try to only use like Philadelphia, especially if I'm making it for somebody else or something like that. You always want to use like the best ingredients when you're making stuff for other people. Then like cause the cream cheese and the butter has basically been sitting out all day, so it's like well at room temperature. Can you tell me how many sticks of butter? Yeah, it's 2 sticks of butter and 2 sticks of cream cheese. Yeah, I haven't said it. It's all it's relatively 1 and 1. I mean, you can add more cream cheese if you want like a strong cream cheese taste. But I know to put 1 stick of butter, 1 stick of cream cheese. But in this case, since I'm making more, I put more. And then you just cream these 2 ingredients together. make sure that as you mixing it, especially like if you're using a stand mix or whatever, that you're scraping the sides and all the way down to the bottom to get like any lumps of like cream cheese and stuff like that that's stuck to the bottom of the mixing bowl. Some stand mixers come with the scraper attachments. Like I know like a lot of you can buy the scraper, but even with the scraper attachments, they still don't like always scrape it to the bottom of the bowl. So basically, you just want to like mix this, blend this together, incorporate some air into it. And usually, like the Dixie Crystals and what's another one? Oh, the Domino powdered sugar is like really good powdered sugar. But I'm just using this Kroger brand because that's what I had picked up. So this is a half cup measuring cup, so I'm gonna add like probably about 5 to 6 cups. So that's why you want to like have your all your ingredients at room temperature so that they can blend together easily. You see, like this, the butter and the cream cheese already mixed together. So I'm gonna add it in like a cup and a half at a time. And after I add in all the powdered sugar, then I add in the flavor. Once I add like half of it, I do it like that in parts so I don't break the zest up too much. Just want to make sure that you're constantly scraping down the bowl, so that everything is well incorporated. So you have no lumps in your frosting. So your frosting is like really smooth by the time you get to the end result. You don't have to be like 100% accurate with the measurements on the powdered sugar. It's just because it's just powdered sugar. I mean, you only take a lot of powdered sugar to make frosting. So right now, this is 3 cups that I've added so far. And I'm gonna add, like I said, the lemon and vanilla extract. I'm gonna add the lime juice. Before I add more cups of powdered sugar. I just let it go for like a little bit, just in order to whip some air into it. The longer you whip air, you can't whip for too long, but the longer you whip air into it, the lighter to be the whiter actually. So right now I'm just squeezing the lime juice into a strainer to strain out the lime. I don't want the lime pulp or the seeds in it. The lime pulp can make it too watery, like over time. And then the seeds, you don't want the seeds for the seeds. And it's easy to get the juice out of the lime because all the zest in them. But if you don't zest them, if you have a lime that you haven't zest, you can just like put it in the microwave for a couple minutes. I mean for about 30 seconds.
And this is just giving the cream cheese a lime flavor.
Yeah, you just enhance the lime flavor. It'll give it any kind of lime flavor. You see, it's like a lot thicker and a little bit whiter. So that's one lime. I add one lime juice. And then I add I add this, I add the other one. But I add the lemon flavoring. And this is a teaspoon.
So 1 teaspoon of the lemon flavor. 1
teaspoon of lemon flavoring. Which you can add lime flavoring, but like I said before with the other thing, I already added so much. I don't have any lime flavoring, so I just use the lime juice. And I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of the vanilla flavoring. So that makes 4 cups of powdered sugar that I've added so far. Like I said, I know to add between 4 to 6 cups. So I might add like another cup, another half a cup. Just depends on how sweet it is when I taste it. Scrape it down. Let that go for a little bit, just to see like what consistency it has. Taste it every time. Now to it, I add just like about a tablespoon of heavy cream. To it, I add about a tablespoon of heavy cream. And that's just gonna make it like more, like a little bit lighter, like more airy. I already had this lime. I think I'm gonna add like another half of it, but I'm gonna taste it before I add it. I'll let it make it taste it. So this is cake. So I still have to add the lime zest as well. I just had this lime juice just in case I needed it, but I don't think I rather just use the French lime juice.
Excuse me. Can you get another spoon?
Yeah.
It tastes good, real good. It tastes real airy, like you said.
Yeah, make it more. Like more airy.
I should like it the thickness better.
Mm-hmm.
I like the thickness better than this airy taste, but
I can add some more cream cheese. I have another thing on cream cheese. You want more cream cheese? You want more cream cheese?
it's gonna have that like. It doesn't taste. It tastes really good. It just tastes airy.
I mean, that's how. It tastes better with You like it better with the lime zest?
Yeah, it always tastes really good when you add the lime flavor into the cream cheese.
That's good.
It tastes good.
What you talking about? But you want more? And I'm just adding the third pack of cream cheese because he wanted to have more cream cheese flavor than the 2 packs that I added. So.
Oh no, not that. That ain't what I'm saying. I taste the cream cheese and the lime. You can leave it how it is. I was talking about the airy like taste, not the.
That's cause
Get out the kitchen. Go.
So this make 4.5 cups powdered sugar. That's what the powdered sugar do. To make it thicker.
It's 5 cups.
That was like 5.5 cups. Sit down from it. So I used 2.5 packages of cream cheese and 5.5 cups of powdered sugar. And what I do is I'll let the frosting chill like a little bit just to set more. But you can see like the consistency of the frosting at this point. You can see like the specks of all the different specks of in it from the actual lime zest. But I don't know, for me, it could taste like it could have a little bit more of a lime taste.
Mm-hmm.
Let me taste this.
It needs more lime.
It could have like more lime taste.
Yeah, it's not as strong as it was before. It's good though. It still tastes good, but that lime I think makes it.
That's how I use it. Okay. And like this is just to taste, like the crystallized lime. You can add it just to give it like more like real lime flavor without adding lime juice, any like juice. Because adding more juice, more of the lime juice actually makes it thinner. It like thins the frosting out. So adding the crystallized lime keeps it from like thinning out the actual frosting. Good.
Sleepy he is, look. She is. He's so sleepy and he just nodding off. Tastes better.
Real limey.
Why you made that face?
It's limey.
I like it.
I like it too.
It tastes really good.
So those are the so I'll probably add another cup of powdered sugar to it, like, but I'd probably add it after I let it cool down, and then after I let it cool down I'll remix it again just to just because it has a different consistency after you actually let it sit for a second. So, cause it'll thicken up a little bit. But yep, those are all the ingredients. Those are all of the. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. Like any things that you want to know how you can modify the frosting
Yeah, show the final product.
to make it differently. I'll show you how I actually how I actually ice frost the cake with it, with the frosting. But so the cake is already cooling. So I'll let the frosting cool. Let the frosting set, and then I'll frost and add it to the cake. Then I'll show you the final product.
How long does it typically to make this cake?
I don't know. Like a couple
With all the
hours.
steaks? With all the steps? Like a couple hours?
Yeah, just a couple hours. It don't take that long to make it. But I have to, but you know, when I ice the cake, I do like a crumb layer to the cake first, then I put it back in the refrigerator, and then I actually ice the actual cake, because if you that way the icing actually sticks to the cake. But yeah, I mean that's the frosting. So see that just that recipe with just the 2.5 packages, which is what 20 ounces of cream cheese and the 2 sticks of butter, that made a lot of frosting. So that's enough. This is more than enough to actually frost the cake. Okay. But thank you. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and check out any videos I post.